Recording. All right. So I'm going to share my screen here. I got a couple things to run through for you guys and break down the entire flow on how what we're doing at Vibey and how we're building these multi-agent teams. Now, it's really cool. For those that don't know, I run a marketing agency. That's my day job. And I got about 40 employees. And we're the best part about AI, the way I look at it, is rather than using AI to scale and get rid of people. I'm using AI to scale and keep and retain talent. And so it's really cool with what we're able to do and what we're doing at Vibey. With that being said, so let me share my screen and show you guys what we're doing at Vibey and how it's going to help you guys, whether you're a business owner, whether you're someone that runs teams, or you're just someone that is trying to optimize your own workflow and how it works. Okay. So I'm going to show you inside the platform in just a moment here, break down some things we're doing. But first, I want you to understand the mission, the reason why we're doing this. So at Vibey, we understand that the future is AI driven. But right now, what exists out there in the marketplace, we've got tools like Claude, ChatGPT with OpenAI, and other platforms, and it's very limited with what you can do. There's no place for us to be able to go and actually create entire workflows and systems based on agentic workflows. So what I mean by that is with Vibey, we've got our goal is to be able to create entire teams of agents that are specialized in individual purposes and individual processes that help you do what you got to do. So let me give you an example. At one of the workflows I created for my agency is a workflow um, that is our onboarding workflow. So we get new clients come in, they fill out the onboarding form, and then immediately our team starts strategizing. The agents start working on the workflow. They build the initial strategy. They build the initial funnels for our clients, the ad campaigns, the copy, the post, and all that stuff. And so what's really powerful is that you can see here, this is one of my campaigns. Let me shift over here. All right. So this is inside the platform. Now, inside the platform, we've got five core functionalities. Number one is missions. Now, I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, but the way missions work is imagine that you have a concept for something that you want done, and you're going to submit it. You're going to go to bed at, whatever, let's call it 7 o'clock. You close your computer and you're going to go do something else. You add in here some kind of mission. So I'm going to give you an example for something, and we'll come back once it's done. So you can have different kind of campaigns. These are some of my clients right here. I'm going to select this one. I'm going to say, so what I need you to do, so what I need you to do, I'm using Whisperflow to dictate this, is go in and do analysis on competitors in this industry, and then build a landing page along with 5 social media posts for Instagram with carousels and LinkedIn with images and text and then build me a landing page that I can drive people to capture a lead magnet. So what I just suggested is basically an entire campaign, entire marketing campaign. Now what it's going to do is I've got 5 different agents that are going to be working on this. So we have a CEO who's going to take this and he's going to understand exactly what the request was. He's going to take that request and break it down and segment it into the different components that are relevant to this. And then they're going to deploy it to them. And I'm going to show you what that looks like in just a moment here. But you can see different teams for each one of these missions. This one is one that was blocked, and there's certain things. Obviously, our platform's in beta, so there's occasionally things that get blocked, and you have to step in and fix. The cool thing is you can literally say, "Hey, I fixed it," and then it'll continue and resume the workflow. But you can see all of the agents communicating and talking throughout each step in the process, and you can see the whole flow. Okay, so this is the concept of missions. Is you drop something in here, some big task that you need done, and or some other mission you want the agents to go on, and they'll go accomplish the steps. So we'll come back in a few minutes and we'll see this mission that these agents are running. I want to shift over here to our team. Now, for me at my company, we use Slack as our workspace to be able to communicate with our team. I've got all my different team members. I've got my graphic designers. I've got my Facebook ad buyers. I've got my website funnel builders. I've got my project managers. And so we built the same thing here, where we've got all the different segments, the roles, the responsibilities, people, what they do, and each role you can talk to individually and specifically. Okay, so let me give you an example here. We've got Ivy, who's a copywriter. We've got Lux, who's a graphic designer. We've got Rex, who's a full stack web engineer. We've got Atlas, who's a brain scholar. We've got the recruiter. We've got and other agents. And all you do in order to build and deploy more agents is you click on hire, you select the agents you want, and they come pre-trained with skills, knowledge, information. Now, what you can do that's really cool and powerful is you can take these agents and over time you can train them, you can help them build new skills and actually help them develop other skills that they can then implement. So that's the concept of team. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to drop a message in here to show you kind of how this works. And on the right-hand side here, you can see all the different things that have been created. So, for example, initially this campaign was established with an avatar. Who's the buyer persona? What is the person that's ultimately going to buy this product? Jessica is one example. This is Marcus. And so we actually do a deep dive analysis on who this person is, what's their buyer persona, who are they, what are the psychological triggers, the key frustrations. Because in order to understand in any kind of marketing campaign who we're speaking to and who we're targeting, you need to understand the deep psychological demographics and aspects of your buyer. Okay. And then we can create campaigns to support them. So that's the way avatars work. And then we can have our agents go ahead and write different kind of email sequences, create LinkedIn posts that you'll be seeing be generated in a few moments here inside of the platform here. Okay. So that's the basis of missions and teams. Now, we have now we understand that you can talk with platforms like Claude, you can talk with platforms like Manus, and you can create outputs to some similar extent as this. But there's two things that I'm excited for us to be able to implement that I believe is helping me in my business significantly, which is number one, the way that our platform thinks, and number two, the way our platform actually deploys campaigns. So I'm going to start with the way our platform thinks. Every single thing inside of our campaign is built around our brain and the cortex. And so every single client campaign I have in here has its own memories, has its own knowledge base, has its own interconnectivities. And what I did here is yesterday I went ahead and I told the system to go in and find everything about this guy who's a client of ours, ingest it into this brain and start analyzing it. And so you can see it's going through his YouTube channel, it's analyzing his YouTube videos, it's got other things that it's actually processing, and it creates what's called memories based on this. And so when we're creating marketing, we're able to go back and actually references it pulls from the memory, and that way it's always on brand and on point. So if you're working on, you got five different businesses, you got five different campaigns, you got clients, it's all lives in here in a way that our system can go back and reference. Okay. Um, and we have the ability to actually talk to our brains. And so what I can come in here and do is, I don't know if you can hear my audio, but I can actually talk with my brain. I can ask it questions, I can engage with it, I can ask it to do things on my behalf, which takes this from just being something you interact with from a perspective of typing into. It allows you to actually interact with on a communication level where you just describe what you need done and the platform goes and does it. So those are three things I wanted to just touch on at a high level here. And I'm going to come back here to the mission and show you what's in progress and kind of how it's functioning. Okay. So right now we've got we assigned the mission to go in. Oh, it literally heard me saying that. And it's doing the analysis, the competitive research. And so each task is going to go through one at a time. And right here, it broke down the task, understanding, okay, I'm going to do competitive research. Then the second part of this is, okay, then I need to build the landing page. The third part is I need to write the 5 Instagram posts and then 5 LinkedIn posts and then a lead magnet capture page. And so it broke it down into the different subtasks that are needed to complete the project. And it's actually going and doing each one of these. And so what you might see in like everything else that exists out there is you can tell it to do something, but this is the only platform that allows you to give it a mission, and it's going to literally do each one of these. It's going to build the landing page, it's going to build the Instagram post, and we even give you the ability to post the Instagram post through the platform. So, the future of AI as it relates to businesses is Vibey. It gives you the ability to build, plan, and deploy entire campaigns. I'm going to show you here what the Instagram looks like. Uh, and I had a whole outline today, by the way, as far as what we're going to cover, and it went out the window when um, it's not loading for me. So I'm kind of just going through, giving you guys a demo here. And what I'm going to do before we wrap up today is I'm going to give you guys access or give you guys the ability to go and actually, if you guys are on the wait list, let you guys into the platform. And so I'll break that down in a little bit here, and you guys can go check it out and start using it yourself. Um, but there's two things I want to show you before we do that. Number one, this platform isn't just information. Every single landing page, every email. Let me find a landing page that's already built in here. Um, okay, so here's a funnel that was built. This is a webinar funnel. So this is a funnel this was like 2 prompts. It prompted the first thing based on, hey, I need this landing page done. And then it went in and I gave it like one piece of feedback and it corrected on that. And then it made the adjustments. And we have the registration page, we have a confirmation page, uh, all built inside the platform. And these they're not just like, hey, now you got to take this and go put it and go high level or something like that. Like you literally get to have these pages live. You can connect your own domain if you want, and you can see like the entire funnel is live here. And people can go and register and sign up and for this webinar. All right. And so this is the cool thing that is we're able to build that. Now, in addition to that, you have your confirmation sequence. So after people register, we have the email workflows that people can come in and see. And you connect your domain into the platform as well to be able to make all that stuff happen. So you use the team to build missions, run campaigns, and deploy them all inside of our platform Vibey. Now, if that was it, it'd be an amazing platform. But then it just becomes isolated into one place. And my team doesn't want another place to go, another software to use, another platform to interface with. So everything I've done as far as Vibey and integrating it into my organization is done through integrations. So when I come down to our workspace settings, we've got 36 integrations right now that we have connected into the platform, including LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Reddit, Meta ads. You can launch ads, Google Analytics, Google Search Console, which by the way, you can pull in your analytics data and set up so you're creating automatic pulling in the information and being able to actually optimize campaigns and optimize the way you show up in search engine. You can connect your email, but for me, we connect Slack. And so everything that we do as a team now flows through Vibey through Slack. My team messages the Vibey agent, hey, I need this funnel built, or hey, I need this campaign implemented, or I need this done. And Vibey says, okay, sounds good. Let me get to work. It works on it, and then it sends back the completed project back to my team. You can integrate high level, Stripe, WAP, fan bases. So this is the basis of the concept of our platform. We take all your information that you have, we take it into the brain, we give you the integrations to be able to connect stuff, and then you just come in here, use the team, whatever agents you want, whether it's your copywriter, your COO, your HR team. You can talk with them directly to be able to build and establish your whatever it is you're trying to build. Um, So that's the basis of Ivy. Now, what I want to do is let's go back to this mission real quick and let's see how it's doing. Okay. So still in the planning phase, but you can see here's the competitive analysis that's come back so far. And so it's going to use all of this Cody Askins. Okay. So it's going to use all of this information to then build the campaign and the funnels and the emails and all that stuff. So what I want to do here is I want to give you guys that are here the ability to jump in and actually bypass our wait list. So what you're able to do, I'll drop a link here to go to Vibey. You go to our website and you can click on join waitlist. And everyone that's on the wait list that's on here that goes to the wait list, I'm gonna right now we've got a 2 to 3 week waiting period to be able to give people access. We have like legitimate constraints as an organization. Every single account is running on its own servers that allow you to have your agents running on campaigns, building whatever it is you need done. And and so yeah, we have legitimate constraints as a startup. So we have like a 2 to 3 week waiting period. But anyone who's here that goes to joins the wait list, I'll approve you guys. So if you guys want to start using Vibey and implementing it, I think we're going to start doing like weekly sessions like this where we'll break down different use cases and how you can actually use the platform. But here is the link. I'll drop it in the chat, and you guys can go and request access if you're not already in the platform and be able to. And by after we drop off, I'll go ahead and approve it. Okay. That being said, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. If you guys have specific use cases you want to see me implement, we'll spend some time right now and we can go through and do that. I will show you guys a couple things that I'm doing this for right now. So let me give you an example of a use case. So going back to the same example, this, oh look, let's go right here. So like I said, this is a client of mine. He runs he has a business. He teaches people how to use, insurance agents how to use social media to get more clients for their business and build their organic business. So what I can do right now is let's say I need some ads created. I'll show you guys exactly how we can use Vibey to create ads. Hey, I need some ads for Facebook for this. Can you make some images and add copy and publish and prepare to send to Meta? So Vibey's going to go in. It's going to analyze all the information we have from the brain. It's going to analyze the different avatars or buyer personas that we have. It's going to look at the different things we have for sale and do deep research that exists for anything online. And it's building 3 different ads along with the copy and the images. There is and by the way, I come from a marketing world, so almost everything I say, I speak from is like I'm like living in that world of marketing. But for you guys, you literally whatever you want to have be able to be done at this point, Vibey is at that place. We have some of our beta clients that one of ours, for example, is using this as his CFO. He connected WAP, Fanbase's Stripe, and everything into the platform and created a financial dashboard so that he's able to track where all his money's at from the company and be able to see where all the money's coming through and provide insights and analysis on that. If you need account managers, if you need someone who's doing outreach, you can even build support agents. As an example here, every single one of these agents, these employees, has their own communication channels. So let's say I want to have my HR recruiter right here, and I want to have her be someone I can text, right? What you can do is you can actually go into your communications. Let's say I want to do this with my website developer. You can go into his account here. You go into communications, and you can connect him to Telegram or Slack. So this specific agent is a specific person that you can message in Slack. So what I can do with Rex, if I want to connect him to my Slack, we'd go through the process here. I'd connect him to my workspace, and he would be a separate agent I can message, just like a regular employee. So there's two ways to communicate. One, you can communicate through Vibey, who's like the CEO of the company. He's kind of all-knowing. He can delegate to different people. Or you can speak to specific agents in specific roles. And so while this is working, I'll show you what that would look like. Let's say I want to come into my HR and I'm like, I need someone to be my customer support agent for the company. What we can do is take this agent. Now, what the HR person is going to do is she's literally going to create and hire an agent for this role. And let me speak to it. So the main job is to answer customer questions about it's more of coaching. So this is imagine this is a coach for my clients for of insurance um, of the insurance creators community. So we're gonna have a specific agent that's used for insurance creators community that is handling questions about how to use social media, how to grow their business, anything like that, based on the knowledge brain and acting as if it's Nick's second brain. Okay. So what I'm doing here is we're basically creating we're creating a second brain. Let me just come here and do a couple things real quick. And then we'll jump back in the mission and show you guys the completed outputs. So what I'm doing here is I'm navigating through our campaigns. We have different campaigns for each project. You could have this be, imagine this is like my YouTube channel. This is like my main work. If you have a job, like you could have your job here. This could be, your personal life. Like you could have different campaigns for whatever it is you specifically want. And then you have specific teams for each one of it. Okay, so for me, I'm just going to add HR to this team. I'm going to add the creative director to this team. And then this way, your specific projects have different team members. Let me jump back in here, go back to the HR person. And what I want to do is, okay, cool. What's Nick's coaching style? Nick is no fluff. Call the agent Nick AI. Now, the way this is going to work is we can actually take this agent, she's going to hire it, create it. It's going to be a new person on the side here, you'll see. And and then we can connect it to Telegram and we can actually have his clients use it as a bot that they message that's trained on his brain that they chat with, engage with on Telegram. And we have clients doing this right now. So let's say you want a support agent that your clients can message that would answer the questions in the way you would answer it. You have the ability to do that. Okay. So she's working on that right now. While she's doing that, I'm just going to navigate back in here and see how the ads have come out. All right, so let's take a look. So we've got one, two, three different ads that were created. This one, you can see the copy. Here's the truth about social media for insurance agents. Most agents have tried it. Most agents quit after 6 weeks. Most agents, okay, so this is good copy. You can see the image here. It's not perfect. So what I would do here is I'm going to come in and I'm actually going to I'm going to replace the image and upload something else. And so it's as easy as there's two ways to do that. One, I can come into my library of assets I have, and I can drag an asset and say, replace the three ads to use this image. Or I could go to his Instagram as an example, and I could take an ad that we ran previously, just for the purpose of this example. I'm just going to take a screenshot of something, take a screenshot of this so you guys can see, and I can come back into this ad and I can just drag the screenshot over and it's going to replace the ad with that image. Oh, it crossed over at the same time. There we go. So you can see how now we have this ad. Now what's cool is we literally come in here, it's connected to Meta. So I come in here, I go to down to ads. I'd have to select the right meta assets, which would be Nick. I select his page. I select any kind of tracking I want to implement, and I literally click publish, which I don't want to do because it's gonna actually launch this ad, but I have to go through and do it, and it'll push it to Meta, and it'll be live running on Meta real time. So there's a few use cases I've shown you. Oh, okay. Look, our missions. If I come back to our mission, I see a funnel already in created here. So you can see, oh, look, we already have assets being created. That one I wouldn't use. This one looks good. Month one time. It's a good ad. So you can see it's actually creating these ads behind the scenes. I haven't done anything. Cold. This is good. Like I would use this ad. Um, Yeah, this is all really good stuff. So you can see how it's actually creating these ads in real time right now, that designer's creating them. It's also making the landing page. And then those become assets that I can actually use in the real-time campaign. So those are some of the things I wanted to cover here today. We can wait as some more of these assets are created. If you guys have questions in the chat, feel free to drop them. I'll make sure to pull the chat up and check before I jump off and answer any of the questions you guys have. But a couple more things I want to show you. Number one, let's see the agent that is being hired here. Okay, so Nick, insurance creator coach to get the most out of Nick's. Yes, I want him assigned to the insurance creators campaign. So the HR is hiring the person, training them on their skills, and then it's going to assign them to the specific campaign. You can see right here, now we have Nick AI. Um, And by the way, you can see these imports. I know there's a lot going on right now, uh, but you can see these notifications at the bottom is the brain, the stuff we upload to the brain being ingested in real time and processed. So you can see how that's getting pulled in. So now we have Nick AI. Hey, what's up? And I can chat with him, or we can come in here and connect him to Telegram or Slack. We have WhatsApp and other platforms coming soon, but right now you can connect him to Telegram. And this is an agent that his team, so if I go to connect Telegram, it's going to take you through the process and give you the ability to make this either an internal agent for your team or an external for clients. Um, okay, so this is over time as more of his information is ingested into his brain. Um, you can see his brain here as more of this YouTube pages and this other information is ingested, the brain's going to become more knowledgeable about him, his language, his tone, his style. And so again, you can see all this stuff is being processed right now and turning into memories. You see there's 27 memories here of different aspects. And in some of these memories, we have these are all the components that our brain references. So that some of them are general, but we can see like how are these connected to each other? How are they related? And we're actually creating these interconnectivities between memories that then our system pulls from. Without getting too technical, um, because I don't even know the specifics of it in every single detail possible. I do understand that the outputs are amazing, and Sefi, who runs the back end, understands this in significantly more greater detail than me. All I know is that when I ask it stuff, the outputs are amazing, and we're getting people literally every single day commenting on how amazing this is as in comparison to all the other platforms, which I think is cool. Um, but let me shift back to Vibey and the ads that we're creating for this project. Okay, so you can see it said all three ads were updated. Okay, so it added that one in. And so, like I said, I click publish. This goes live on Meta. The entire campaign is running. The other missions we'd ask it to do was Instagram posts. So you can see there's one, two, three, four, five Instagram posts. It hasn't made the images yet. It's still processing that, but the five posts are here. And the two funnels it had said it was making are here as well. So I can click on, there's looks like they're still being generated. Let me see if I can get this one to pull up live. Okay, so it's still being generated, so it'll populate once it's done. So that's the idea. So we have missions to deploy projects, and you can set something, go to bed, wake up the next morning, and there's 10 things done for you. You can use the team to speak to specific agents, hire new ones, and deploy them. And you can use the brain to basically ingest all your information. For me, I have it connected to my Fathom, so all my call recordings automatically get show you how that works. All my Fathom recordings automatically get ingested into my brain and saved. Let me show you. And so just as to reiterate the earlier point, so we recently launched organizations. The way organizations works is you have your personal account. When you guys sign up today, and we push you through on the wait list, you'll have a personal account that's created. For me, I own ROAS, which is my marketing agency. I have a podcast studio I'm a partner on. And then we have Vibey, this platform, right? MFS is one of my clients. He's a friend of mine. I use this to mess around and test stuff. He's kind of a guinea pig. But I have these different projects. So you could literally have an entire organization that you use for one company. And the idea is eventually we're gonna have white label capability where different organizations you could actually like white label and skin for your own for yourself, but each one I can add my team to it. I can my team uses it, and my personal account is just for all my own stuff. So you can see yesterday I had to go through. I was, hey, do like a deep analysis, pull out a week of Instagram content, um, create LinkedIn posts. Let's actually see. I haven't even checked this output yet. Let's see what the outputs were. I tried to upload all my contacts, my 2,500 contacts, and uh, it said, hey, that's too many numbers. So, okay, so check this out. So these are some carousels. These were, or some LinkedIn posts, and each one of these was made. I prompted this. I haven't even reviewed it yet. We can give it some feedback. This is actually pretty good. Your meta ads aren't failing because of your budget. They're failing because of what's underneath the ad. Swipe through, I've diagnosed the exact problem. Okay, this is good. I would actually post this. Broken funnel. This is cool. I'm just gonna post this just to show you guys how easy it is. Um, so I click mark as ready. It's gonna take me to the content schedule. I select a date and time. Let's just say later today. I'll do next available. Hit confirm. And now what's gonna happen is this post is gonna be scheduled on my uh I think this is going on LinkedIn. Yeah, on my LinkedIn. And let's just see if my LinkedIn's properly connected. Assuming your LinkedIn is connected, it's going to go publish out to your actual profile. And so you can take these pieces of content, you can schedule the content um, using the content calendar. And oh, up here we go. So you come in here, you take the pieces of content you have, you can select them on the date and time you want them to go off at. So like let's say I want to post this one tomorrow, I hit confirm. Now it's going to actually schedule that post for tomorrow. Let's say I want to take this Instagram post, I want to schedule it for Saturday. And you can see the actual content is you can see the content's actually getting placed and scheduled on the specific dates here. Um, Safi, I know you're on here. You can see some of the bugs popping up. And look, again, we're there's things that aren't perfect. There's a reason why we have a wait list because we're trying to work with all of our users in a way where we actually are gathering the feedback. What's cool is you see a bug one time, I see a bug one time in here, and then it gets fixed literally an hour later. So if there's something that doesn't work, we're on it, we're fixing it. And again, that's why we're not cannot take on thousands of users right now because we're optimizing everything. But the idea, the vision with Vibey is that your entire workflow, your entire everything you need done as a business owner or someone who's tr looking to optimize with AI lives inside this platform. And so it's all gonna function from within here. Um, All right, so someone asked about pricing. So basically, the way that platform works is you're gonna sign up, you're gonna go in, you're gonna get free access to try it out, and everything basically functions off of usage. So um, it's as easy as you coming in here and depending on how much you actually want to use the platform. So, for example, for me, I uploaded a ton of stuff to my brain, my knowledge brain, which means that I'm using more credits for the actual, more usage for the actual ingesting of that information. But uh, for me, I would pay my funnel builders and designers a couple $100 per page to build a page and you could build an entire page, entire funnel in like I'll show you if I can find one of these ones. You can do an entire funnel and page for pennies, right? So like here's a page that was created. This is like a one prompt. I haven't even looked at this or edited this at all. And you can see this costs a couple pennies to make, right? And so 20, 30, 40 bucks, $100 is going to go a long way as far as what you can create. Good question. All right, let me jump back into the mission real quick here. I was going to show you guys the Fathom. I'm bouncing around like crazy. Hopefully, this is valuable. If you guys are getting any value from this or insight, or this is something that you're finding interesting, just go ahead and type a yes in the chat. Hopefully, this is valuable. Like I said, I'm going to probably start doing weekly demos and platform breakdowns as we continue to get more users on. Pretty much every user that can come through, use the platform, be able to um, by the way, I had the chat on to only be able to send to hosts and panelists. So you guys can, I just made it so you guys can now send to everyone. Uh, so if you guys can, feel free to chat in the chat. Um, okay. Let me see. So here you can see my Fathom is connected. And so the way the Fathom works is uh, you can actually select to have Fathom uh, basically every time there's a recording, it automatically grabs it and pulls that into memories in your brain. So um, so the way I have it set up is after every call, it automatically happens. It gets saved into my brain. It has all the knowledge, the memories in there. So I just wanted to show you guys that easiest thing for you guys to do. Let me switch over here back to the mission that we had launched at the start. Okay. And you can see it's still in progress, but we've now got one, two, three tasks done, two in progress. All these posts were created. This is cool. There's two documents that were made. Oh, okay, this is cool. This is the copy for the landing page. And let's jump back in and see the outputs. I'm literally blown away every time I use this platform. I'm like, how is it this good? The stuff we create is insane. And I was just on with Sefi, my co-founder, who's a genius. I don't understand. They say surround yourself with people significantly smarter than you. He's one of those people. Um, and it's really cool that one of the next things we're implementing is where all the agents real time are working on projects. So for example, I can give it in the chat, and I don't think this is ready yet or live, but soon it will be, like this week, next week type thing, where you'll actually see all the agents talking together on different things. So we'll have the different, you assign a project, you can see them collaborating, saying, no, I think we should do this. No, let's do this. And then they create the end output. Let me see how this page is coming along. Okay, we'll check. It's still not ready yet. We'll check back when it is. But you can see the three ads that were created. You can see the emails. I think we had those beforehand. Here's some of the LinkedIn posts. It's still in process as well. And these are still in process as well. So if you guys have other questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Um, as as far as okay, as far as regenerating, so as it relates to editing or regenerating specific assets that it creates, let me shift over to something here to give you an example. Let me say this one, for example. So let's say I don't like this ad. I don't like this image. All I have to do in here is I just tell the chat, say, hey, and you can actually, it's amazing. You can just drag this in so it references it and say, hey, for this specific ad, can you change this to be something that's more pain driven and include some kind of headline that calls out the avatar? What it's going to do now, it's going to start working to actually edit that image and it'll replace the specific image. So it's, hey, it pulled up the ad, working to get ad, flipping to pain first. And you'll actually see, okay, so it changed the headline. Okay, good. Now can you replace the image? And now it's asking to replace the image. This is like the laziest way to work now, where I tie in, I pull in everything I do in my workflow and I just tell it what needs to get done. No, this is not replacing your whole team. For me, my vision is using this to amplify my team. So inside the organizations, you can, if you have employees, you add them into your organization. They can use the platform as well. You guys can collaborate on this. Imagine like a project management platform. You guys can all collaborate on projects, or you add the agents into Slack. But the vision is you actually are using this to, for me at least, to enhance my team. I want to make my team more powerful. I want to make my team be able to do. I want to make my team be able to do, to be able to be more effective. Rather than getting rid of them, I use it. My goal is to use it to scale my team. So you can see in this case, I wanted it more pain focused, and it came out, it regenerated as an image. So a better thing for me to do at this point would be instead of speaking to the CEO, is actually goes to talk to the creative designer and say something like this. Um, can you make a couple image ads, images, do some research on competitors, and then make some images for this ads. And so what I did what I could be more effective with is instead of if you need a nice image designed, you don't go to ask the CEO of a company to do it. You ask the designer to do it. And or we go to missions and you ask the team to figure it out. Missions is where you go and you're like, hey team, I need you guys to go do this. Um, whereas conversations in here, talking to the team is like you're speaking to a specific individual person. So we'll see. So researching real estate investing webinar. Um, which campaign is you opening? Okay, we'll see the outputs that come through. So as it relates to um the technical aspect from coding perspective is the idea is like this is for like if you're a highly technical person and you're trying to actually code and develop things, um you belong in the world 5 years ago where you can go and develop stuff. In order to succeed in this next era, we need to become really effective at at using agents to get the work done. So rather than trying to develop something or sit on it, if I want something done, I just tell the team I need it done. So let me give you an example. Earlier on, one of you guys said you're in the like in the construction business, right? Or uh, what is it called? The flipping, right? You get houses and you flip them. So let's say I want an agent that specifically analyzes deals that is this a good real estate investment deal or not, right? What I would do is I come into Vibey. I'll just go to my general place, create a new conversation, and I'll just say, hey, so my friend is a real estate investor, and um he's looking to have an agent that analyzes deals specifically uh on uh on whether it's a good flip and worthwhile investment. He lives in Texas and he's trying to expand his portfolio. Can you build a skill that our agents can use to analyze deals? So what's going to happen is now it's going to actually build a skill specifically around that topic that then allows you to that you can then deploy or that is automatically built in to that specific agent. You can see I'll build a Texas real estate deal and analyzer skill specifically designed for flip and analysis, investment evaluation. Okay, while he's doing that, I should probably go to my HR team and say, hey, look, new, I'm trying to have a specific person that analyzes fix and flip deals in Texas. Can you hire and train an agent on this? So I'm going to go to the HR team. I'm going to tell them, hey, go find and go hire me someone that's specifically specialized in this. And then I'm going to take that same skill that I just told the CEO to make. Let me just say, main job of this agent is to analyze the deals and determine if it's a worthwhile investment. He is going to be speaking to me and my acquisition team and focus specifically on suburbs of Texas. Right? You guys see how fast this is, by the way? It's crazy what can be done and how quickly it can be done. All right, so his name is Tex Finning, Texas fix and flip deal analyst. Disc. Oh, this is cool. No fluff. Vibe cuts through the noise fast. So this is gonna be really cool. So you're gonna see we want an agent for this. It's gonna cook it up. And if you let's say you had a coaching program on this specific topic, you could connect this to Telegram and give your client the ability to literally message this specific agent. Like, oh, this is my fix and flip agent. This is this agent. Or your whatever it is, you can train the agent for it just by talking to it. This is the whole idea of Vibey. When Vibe coding came out, you can like talk with it and build apps. I had this thought sitting with Sefi, and one of our other friends who was helping early on, and he was like, and we're like, let's create this concept of like vibe marketing, right? And then vibe marketing expanded to like, why don't we create this idea of like vibe agentic workflows? And that's where Vibey came from, right? Where you can literally do everything in your business just by talking to it, or even better, um, speak to it. And I'll show you guys how that works in a moment here as well. Now, cool thing is if sometimes things don't work, it's as easy as just um did it work? Oh, he did come through. It said it didn't it said it wasn't fully functioning, but here you can see text is created. You can see Ah, wow, look how handsome he is. You can see the skills. He's got comms, so this is where he'd come in and have comms. But what you would do is, um, now I come back into my Vibey agent right here, and I say, Sounds good. Can you assign this skill to Tex and make sure that he's prepared to be able to do deal analysis?" So now Vibe is going to take this specific skill, assign it to the new agent that we just created, and then now we have a Texas fix and flip deal analyst that is able to analyze deals. I'm going to go real quick into Zillow, Texas. I'm going to see if I can uh, find some kind of opportunity. Okay, so let's take this as a deal. I'm gonna copy this link in here. I've never tried this before, so I don't even know if it's gonna work. But once this skill is done loading in here, um, I'm gonna go into text and I'm gonna tell him, hey text, go analyze this deal and tell me if it's a good deal. Okay. While that's working, let me open up a new tab here and navigate over into our brain. And I want to just show you how cool the way you can actually talk to our brain is. So let me switch over here to clients, insurance creators. Let me make sure I'm sharing my audio so you guys can hear. Um, all right, now I can share my audio. Cool. So what we can do is I can pull this up, assuming everything works as it should. Here we go. Hello, hello.
Hey there, glad you're here. What are we working on today with insurance creators?
I'm curious to know how the campaign's performing, where are the funnels at, the status of them, and overall, how's the campaign doing?
I'm looking into the campaign performance right now, but I don't see any specific data on the funnels or status saved in here yet. Did you have a particular metric you were hoping to check?
Yeah, the funnel's not live right now, so we're not driving traffic to it, but I'm curious to see the status. Is everything completed and is everything ready to go live?
I'm not seeing any specific details on the completion status of the funnel in the brain yet. If you have a launch checklist or some notes on what's missing, I could add that to the campaign knowledge. Otherwise, we might need to check with whoever is building it.
Let me have another question for you.
Go
Um,
for it. What else can I help you with?
what do you think that we should focus on as far as the positioning of the next campaigns we're focused on?
I'm not seeing much data in here about previous campaign results or current market research. To figure out the best positioning,
What do you see?
I'm actually not seeing any previous campaign results or data.
Let me restart. So you know what's really cool about this is how fast it is able to communicate. Now let me refresh and show you guys this again. So over time, what we're planning to do is be able to have every single agent, like very soon, have their own person you can chat with. I think I'm overestimating the amount that we're able to do from inside the brain. And Sefi, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this. Right now, I believe we can ask questions specifically in the brain, but when we pull this chat feature into the teams and every agent has their own thing that you can actually speak with, at that point you'll be able to ask more detailed questions. Everything I've done as it relates to brain so far is typically ask some questions around the brain. Let's see if we can get it connect again, and I can show you guys specifically on that note. Isn't this cool? And so I hope you guys can see the vision of where we're progressing towards. And those of you that have been around, this is the first time we're running a live session in probably like 4 months. Those of you that have been around since um since 4 to 6 months ago, you've seen like this was initially the idea of like, oh, let's create a way to make your marketing easier. Now this has evolved literally being able to run your entire every single campaign, everything you're running as far as your business can be done inside of this platform. So while that's loading, let's jump back in here. To assign a text, he needs to first has an agent in this campaign. Okay, let me add him as an agent. Hey, can you assign yourself the skill, the fix and flip skill? And again, sorry I'm bouncing around so much, guys. Again, hopefully this is giving you guys some insight on how to utilize AI. Like I said earlier, and I'm gonna do this deal analysis here in a moment. Like I said earlier, for everyone on this call, if you guys click the link, you go to vibey.im and you sign up. For those of you that are not already in the platform, we'll push forward your request right after this call. I'll jump on and push you through so you can actually get in and use the platform right away instead of having to wait the 2 to 3 week waiting time in order to get access to it. Um, okay, I don't see a fix and flip. What's the skill? Before I create one, no, there's already a skill for it. Real estate deal analyzer. Here, the skill is called. If you guys have any use cases, maybe I'll take one other use case. We'll do this deal analysis for whoever the real estate investor was. And then if you guys drop maybe one other use case you want to see, I'll show you guys on this call before we wrap. Um, as far as the page speed goes, it or the how fast it takes to build a funnel page, it could be just like a couple minutes. And so for me, someone who's used to waiting 3 or 4 days for a funnel builder to build a page, it's super powerful. Obviously, there's other platforms you can quickly whip up funnel pages. That's not really the thing that's most powerful. What's powerful is how it's all integrated and connected into one platform versus being segmented. Claude, I have my brain and my information for these topics, ChatGPT, maybe use for some Q&A, use Lovable for this, use Manus for like there's all these platforms, whereas for us it's literally in one place. It's your hub, like you run it, you build agents, you do whatever you need done inside the platform. You give it to your support team, you plug it into Slack. We do, if you're curious about the functionality, by the way, as far as what can and can't be done, um, you can check out our docs. We've got all of our docs here that go through everything that can and can't be done inside the platform. So if you want to know more details about what can and can't be done, you come in here, you can talk with Vibey itself, ask questions as far as how that relates, or you just sign up and literally ask like, hey, what can you do and what can't you do? And there'll be a world in a very near future where there's literally nothing that you can't do. All right, cool. So he assigned himself the real estate deal analyzer skill. Now, what I'm really curious about is will they be able to analyze this deal? Let me open up a new chat with Tex. Hey Tex, question for you. I'm looking at a couple properties here. I've got the Allwood one. I've got another one on Clover Lane, and I've got another one on another street that I'm not going to reference right now. And I want you to look at these two deals and tell me like these two are either one of them a worthwhile investment. What would the math and numbers look like, and would you recommend going and investing in this deal? All right, let's see what happens. I've never tried. I don't even know if our system can pull up Zillow links. I'm surprised every day to see what can and can't be done. So Zillow blocks rec scraping. Let's see. So interesting. Zillow blocked me, said, "Hey, we can't scrape Zillow. Let me search both properties instead." So now the agent took those addresses based on, I guess, the links, and is now going and doing its own research on it. That's really cool, really powerful. And now it's researching average rent, 3 bedrooms in other market or in that market. All right, let's take a look at the deal analysis of this. As far as getting access, um, Justin, good question. Click on this link right here. You'll go to this page right here. Click join waitlist, and then put your info in. And then if you're already on it, what I'll do is as soon as I jump off this call, I'll see those of you that were on this call that requested access to the waitlist, um, and I'll approve your access. So for those that want access, you can go ahead and do that. All right, so check this out. Here's the cash on cash return, roughly 5.9%. This is cool. Negative. Okay. Dang, that's crazy. So, here's his take. The low tax burden is a huge advantage, blah, blah, blah. Bottom line, all would yes, Clover Lane, only if you can negotiate hard. Really interesting. So imagine you have a program, you want to plug these agents in, and you can have your students actually using this as a tool, or you're a real estate investor, whatever it is, again, that you want to have done, the platform can do. Um, so as far as it relates to Go High Level, so Go High Level is an integration that we have the ability to integrate to. Um, so you can actually come in here and you can connect with Go High Level. So if you want to be able to use Go High Level to send emails, SMS, communications, you can do that. We also are connected with ActiveCampaign, Kit, MailChimp, and so you can use these other platforms to actually send emails as well. Um, but yeah, you don't have to build funnels in high level. You just come in here and allow the platform to build the funnels for you. So hopefully that makes sense. Yes, it writes email sequences. So let me show you here. Again, just as a reminder, all of these email sequences, all of these emails in this sequence were written from the AI. And there's you set how you want them to go out. So this one goes out 3 days after the previous one or 3 hours. And so this would be a sequence that you just connect your domain to. You come in here, you connect your domain to the platform, um, and and it would be sending out the emails from your domain. One thing I want to show you guys is actually how we manage usage. So we have every model that you may want to use in here. So if you're someone who likes ChatGPT, if you're someone that likes Claude, Opus, like whatever platforms you're interested in, you can use them in here. But we have a intelligence model that we created that in order to be efficient with your usage on the platform, is if you just leave it on auto, it's going to be able to select the best use case, the most economical way to generate content. If you want to be extra efficient, you can use economy. Um, and so if you want to have even more efficient usage, it'll use models that are less expensive. Okay. So that's overall demo of the platform. Hopefully this has been valuable to you guys. Like I said, I was going to go about an hour and we're touching that here. So there's a couple other questions I'll try to fire through real quick. Um, so uh, in comparison to like ChatGPT or other models, the I'd say for me, if you're just looking at this like a comparison of do you cancel ChatGPT and stick on this, short answer is the short answer is that the knowledge of how this platform actually interacts with you is, and you'll notice instantly, is significantly better. The little things that we remember, and over time, we're automatically training and getting smarter, but we're doing it in a way that actually supports you. So, ChatGPT doesn't really know your business. If you open a new chat, you're gonna re-prompt it. With this, we have our campaigns. This is my campaign for this client. This is my campaign for, or like for me personally, right? I've got my personal brand stuff. I have this project. I have this one. And so I just jump in there. I say what I need to say. It knows everything already about me. And then if I want specific agents to talk with about specific things, I need my coach. I need this. They're all in here and I can interact with them. And not just talk with them, but do the deep research that uh, actually goes deep. Okay. Um, Everything you upload into Knowledge Brain is your information, right? Like that you can upload it. No one else on your team is going to see it. If you upload it to your personal Knowledge Brain, this is your brain. It's your personal stuff. So for me, the first thing I do and the first thing we do to our enterprise clients is we onboard. We just take everything they have, their Fathom, their YouTube, and we connect it into Knowledge Brain. Yeah, you can add, I think unlimited team members. I don't think there's any limit on the number of team members you can have. At least nothing I'm aware of. We have our own email warming, by the way. So you can come in here, you set up your email. If you're using Vibey, which we send through SendGrid, or you can use send through High Level or the other platforms, you can send directly from there. So as far as exports go, if you want to be able to actually take things and export it from the platform, there's different things you can do. Uh, you can, okay, so this task is done. Let's just see all the outputs that were created. So in this case, I could download this image just like that, right? And I can now download the image. Or I can see these documents. I could download them if I wanted to as a markdown file, right? If I want to take this and put it into another model, I can copy the text. If I want to ingest this into a specific brain, I can do that, and I can put it into any of the brains. And yeah, those are some of the ways that you can export data and take it, do whatever you want with it. All right. Any other questions? Feel free to drop them. If not, hopefully this is valuable. Again, for those that want access, go to the link. It's in the chat, vibey.im, and click join waitlist. I'll take a look after this, and then you'll get an email within a few minutes to get access. Click that email, go through. You'll be able to join, and I think there's a timeline, so just make sure you do it today before the invite expires. That way you get access and you can start playing with the platform. All right, have a great rest of your week. Talk to y'all later, and see you on the next one.